How would you like to have a Christmas story now? Let me get changed, and then we're going to read a story, okay? Let me get into my storybook outfit. Whoosh! Oh, it's me, Zander Claus! And I'm here to read you a very special story. It's called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And for all of you RuPaul Drag Race fans out there, pay attention. You're going to love this. Shall we get started? Okay, here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and gee, it was neat. Jack and John were both drunk, and poor John was in heat. The bedroom was lit up with John on his knees. Jack knew what he wanted, was eager to please. Jack was still dressed, horny John in the nude. John tore at Jack's clothes while he squeezed out some lube. When out on the lawn there arose such a cry, Jack lost his boner and poor John just went dry. With the moon in the sky and a bitter cold chill, Jack looked out the window, his dick on the sill. When what to his wondering eyes could be seen but a rainbow sled with 8 burly drag queens. With a gigantic blonde driver on the phone for a call, it made Jack hard again as he screamed out, "RuPaul!" Faster than Viagra, she stood up so tall, pulled off her wig and scratched her left ball. As sure as I'm speaking, she was high as a kite. She slurred out some names in her drunken-ass flight. Go Raven, go Juju, go Bunny and Chad, and Raja and Sharon, you can suck on my nads. Now, Jinxie, Pandora, and Jade, don't despair. When we get back home, I'll take care of you there. As they bound towards their home while up in the sky, she turned with the stroke and bared her brown eye. They cleared the old lamppost, the tree got a rub, RuPaul leaned out the sled and threw up on the shrub. Up to the housetop, the drag queens they flew, with a bag full of sex toys and more condoms too. Then up on the rooftop they had heard such a clatter as each stoned-out drag queen emptied their bladder. Jack was donning his undies to cover his ass when down the chimney RuPaul came with her sass. Her dress really stunk like a Grossantino store. She looked like a slut and smelled like a whore. She walked to the kitchen for something to drink and whipped out her pecker and pissed in the sink. Jack started to laugh. John smiled with glee to see that RuPaul was hung down to her knee. Back in the den, she reached under her rack, where she found some new things were packed in her sack. The first thing she found was a fake pair of tits. The next was a big toy like a penis that spits. A box full of condoms was RuPaul's next find, then 6 pair of panties, the edible kind. A bra with nipples, a penis extension, and several more things I can't even mention. A fuck ring, a G-string, a vat full of oil, a dildo so long it could lay in a coil. She filled all the stockings, then took her leave, with a tiny gold butt plug hidden under her sleeve. Laying her finger alongside of her nose, grabbing her crotch, up the chimney she rose. She sprang to her gay sled, but her shoes were like lead, so she fell on her fat ass and shit her panties instead. In time she was seated and took reins of her hitch, screaming, "Take me home, damn it, this night's been a bitch." Jack and John watched as she drove out of sight, yelling her ass off with all of her might. "Sorry, you two, I'm too weak and too tight. I'll be back next year and we can fuck all the night." Oh, my children, I hope you enjoyed the little story.